Bright red swimwear. Made famous by Pamela Anderson, made infamous by Tony Abbott. So was Tony just being himself, or was he cynically exploiting the media for attention? Well, that depends on who you've been talking to. I might argue, for example, that it's undignified for an aspiring Prime Minister to be walking around in public wearing a leftover costume from Baywatch. Whoa! Dude! Whereas I would argue that you're an idiot, and he was swimming and wearing swimmers. Big deal. Is that entirely necessary? What? Can you please put on something a little more dignified? Am I making you uncomfortable? Uncomfortable? No. Traumatized? Yes. It's a free country. Everyone who sees this is going to need counselling. You're jealous. And you're going to jail for crimes against humanity. Whatever. I'll get changed. Prude. Where were we? Oh yes, it's true, Tony Abbott was swimming, but there are lots of different kinds of swimwear he could have chosen, so why did he go with Budgie Smugglers complete with a look at me colour scheme? It's the surf lifesaving uniform, he's a surf lifesaver. You're kind of overthinking it. Dignified enough for you? Yes, he's a surf lifesaver, but he's also the leader of the opposition and aspiring to be our next Prime Minister. I'm just asking for a little decorum. And I would certainly expect him to be better dressed when he arrives at Parliament House, but when he's swimming, the man can wear swimmers. At the end of the day, he did it for the attention. He knew that if he wore those swimmers that he'd be plastered all over the nightly news and the front page the next morning. It was a cynical attempt to manipulate the daily news cycle. Oh, so it was some grand conspiracy, eh? If that's true, do you know why it worked? Because of people like you. A man wearing swimmers isn't news until people like you decide to make it news by getting all up in arms about it. My point is that he knew it would be a news story. He chose to wear budgie smugglers when boardies or rashes or whatever would have been just as good, and it's not appropriate behaviour coming from a man who wants to be Prime Minister. And my point is that it's no big deal. He wore them before he was leader of the opposition. There should be no problem with him wearing them now. And the only problem is that people like you keep making a big deal out of non-stories and create the very media attention that you... This could take a while. So while we're waiting, why not go to yourview.org.au and put your view where it counts? Just remember to stay on topic and keep it respectful. Unlike some people that I could mention. Politicians dance like Boris Yeltsin? Would that make you happy? Vote for me, I can dance like Boris. That's it. I'm wearing my budgie smugglers for the rest of the day. My eyes! My eyes!